What's up, YouTube? Boy JL here. I've made a video in quite a bit of a time. Thank you guys for your watching. I went to the OnePlus 2 events in SF and I had a blast. So let's check it out.
So this line was long. I had to wait for about an hour and a half to 2 hours just to see the goddamn phone. And only the first 50 people got goodie bags. So the rest of us just waited to see the phone. So the second you get in, there's 3 different stations set up and they walk you through a 3-step process. The first station, they want to show us the accessories for the OnePlus. The one you're seeing right now is an OtterBox. So yeah, OtterBox is making one for the OnePlus 2. And the best part is OnePlus is going to be selling them for $25. So yeah, talk about crazy deal there. The other thing that they were showing us was the Snapdragon 810 chip, the actual chip, and they were just showing us how small it is and the type of technology that was involved in this chip. And I was actually kind of impressed. I've never seen a CPU like up front like that before, so I thought it was a cool touch. So the next part of the station, they were showing what comes in the box, and I was taking a look at their USB Type-C cable, which I was very impressed with. It was a flat ribbon design, and I love the fact that it's reversible, so you don't have to worry about incorrectly sticking it in at night. You know what I mean, fellas? So, continuing the trend from last year, OnePlus is going to give you the ability to change the back of your battery cover. The one that it comes with is the black sandstone, which has a very nice grip and texture, and I'm a big fan of. But you'll have the option of getting bamboo, rosewood, black apricot, and Kevlar. So OnePlus claims that these are actually made from real wood. I really couldn't tell because they're very polished off and smooth. I couldn't feel any grain on the back of the battery cover. And you'll be able to pick these up for $26. So actually more expensive than their OtterBox they're going to be selling. So finally, some hands-on with the phone. And yes, it was worth waiting in line for 2 hours. The build quality of this phone is amazing, and it felt so satisfying in the hand. So I was trying to test out the camera, but then I realized I wasn't in the most optimal of locations. But we are rocking a 13 megapixel camera with 4K capabilities. The fingerprint scanner, which I wasn't able to test out because there was no demo set up, and the capacitive buttons, which I'm not a big fan of. They're very dim and I didn't like the placement of them. They're kind of hard to reach with one hand. So sort of playing with the operating system, it felt pretty smooth. I mean, it's vanilla Android with a few tweaks, so I mean, you shouldn't be seeing any type of lag at all. It's running 5.1.1 Android with Oxygen OS on top of it. And if CyanogenMod does make a version for the OnePlus 2, I'll probably flash that instead just because of preference. You can put on-screen buttons on in case you're like me and hate the capacitive buttons. And there's also a dark mode enabled, which I thought was kind of cool. Something that I saw in the Android M preview, but then it was taken out. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty smooth. Final thoughts. Very impressed with the phone. I love the build quality. I love the operating system it's running. I love everything about the phone. I love the price point. What I don't like is getting your hands on one. So check it out. Only the first 50 people that showed up got invites. They got a goodie bag with all this kind of stuff. And they were lined up since 6 in the morning. That's what they told me. And I was like, you guys are dedicated. You guys are also kind of crazy for doing that. But hey, you're guaranteed a phone. What about for the rest of us? What about for the rest of us that want to get this phone? Well, we're going to have to go through all these hoops, all these invite systems and, all this bullshit. And it's what pisses me off about this company. It's like, you gave us something, like you sold me on the phone, but in order to get one, I don't think it's worth the trouble. And the reason why I say that is the day after OnePlus announced their phone, Motorola announced their phone. I have the Moto X 2014 edition, and I love this phone, and it's only gonna be $30 more. It's $399, 16 gigs, SD card slot, way better build quality, front-facing speakers, Quad HD. I mean, you're talking about a phone that's water resistant, So yeah, I'm leaning towards Motorola more because it's gonna be similar priced. It's gonna be accessible to me without having to do an invite system, and on paper it's a better phone. And another thing is warranty. What happens if you get a defective OnePlus or there's warranty issues? Well, guess what? That turnaround time is gonna be horrible. You're talking about like at least a month out. These phones are just getting built one by one. Who says you're gonna be able to get your phone exchanged in a timely manner? So that's another concern I have for OnePlus. Another phone that everyone is waiting for is the Google Nexus. Now, the Huawei edition sounds like it's happening and it's gonna be another phablet, but LG is rumored to make a reincarnation of the Nexus 5, which would be awesome, especially if it is priced aggressively to compete with the OnePlus. I hope we see a Nexus 5 version 2 in a couple of months, and I'm sure that Google is also aware of the fact that people wanted to get a Nexus at an affordable price. That was probably their biggest selling point in the beginning. So if that happens, good luck, OnePlus. I don't think you're gonna be able to compete with that. I think you're after a very small market. You know, people that are enthusiasts, people that love Android, people that love technology. They're gonna go and try and get your phone, but it's not appealing to the masses, at least not right now. For me, if I can get an invite, that's awesome, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to do all this shit for OnePlus just to get a phone. For me, it's kind of pathetic to actually do all this stuff for this company just to have the luxury of buying it. That's the thing, you're not even giving it away. You still have to pay for it at the end of the day. So fuck you. Like, I'm not gonna work for your phone. I was willing to go to this event and check it out firsthand because I love technology. It's something that I just like. I like smartphones, but that's where my road ends. I'm not gonna go out of my way to you know, spam everyone in my inbox just to get my hands on this phone. It's a little bit too much for me. Let me know what you guys think. If you have any questions that maybe I didn't address, any features about the phone that I might not have talked about that you have questions about, feel free to ask me. Also, shout out to the guys that I was in line with. I hope you guys are watching. It was a pleasure meeting all of you guys. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.